this is us going to be working on our ballet arms transitioning through arabesque position. We talked a little bit about this in class on Wednesday, so now we're going to be incorporating some turning of the palms in an arabesque position. We've been working mainly coming in from first and second and then going above the head and over the head. So now we're coming into a position when your leg is in arabesque, which is the position behind the body, either on the ground, terre, or up in the air, en l'air. So when your leg is in the back, you're actually going to be using an arm in the front. And we're trying to create the idea of a line. The line comes from the point of the top of the finger all the way down to the end of the pinky toe. So the idea is that you're trying to elongate the body and create this almost ethereal floating look. So when we're in an arabesque position, we're coming from first, or we may be coming from second position. And it's really a turn of the elbow. So just like when we're moving from first to second, we're bending and extending the elbow, this is going to involve a rotation. So I'll show you from the side here. My arm is in its first position, my shoulders are down, my elbows are forward. I'm going to be reaching in front of me. So as I reach in front of me, my shoulder is actually going to pull back. I don't want to take it out with me, because if I take it off of me, then I'm here, I lose my alignment, and now I'm too forward, right? This is just the arm. This is just an upper body. So when I'm coming from first and I want to extend, I keep that shoulder down and back, 10-pound weight, and I rotate and extend from my elbow forward, reaching as far as I can with my pointer finger and pulling back in my shoulder. You should feel this opposition working at the same time. And then when you want to release that, you just bend the elbow and turn the palm and it comes back to you. Yeah, so from the front, if I were to extend right, I would extend right arm front and then release the elbow and bring it back in. Extend left arm front, release the elbow and bring it back in. With this too, we want to be really careful that we are not getting too fluid with the motion and have almost this ripple effect and going all the way through the wrist. It's really just a turn of the rotation of the shoulder and extension of the elbow, and then you're coming back in. So that's the mechanics of one arm going to the front, okay? If you're using it in tendu, like we do in our exercises, right? We've talked about when we go to the front, we're up and lifted. We've talked about when we go to the side, we're still in second position, arm is in the front. Now it's same arm as leg, right? If I'm at the bar and my right hand is on the bar, then my left is working with my left foot. So as I go to the back, my arm is in this position and it stays there until I change and go back out to the second. So when you're working with your arabesque arm, I know we had a question about where it crosses in front of you, and like you can see, if I face the front, it's really just going to extend out from the elbow, so it shouldn't cross your midline, and you don't want to go too far out because now you've created space, right? We're trying to keep things as much centered as we can so we can keep our balance. So something to do to practice is you'll just take your arms from your en bas position, you'll bring it up to your first, you'll rotate and extend and bring it back about 8 times, and then you can take a rest and bring them back down. Or if you feel like incorporating it into your side to sides, over the head, and then coming into arabesque, you can put those things together as well. If you're looking for a little bit more full body movement, incorporation of it, if you're a little bit more familiar with the technique, making sure that you're using your ballet fingers so you have your middle and your thumb together with the energy in between them, coming forward. The head does start to work a little bit here. When I look, I'm actually looking with my finger and I take it out over a diagonal, just like where my finger is pointing. I take my eyes there, and then my eyes will either come back with my finger or they'll come straight front to then do wherever else you need to go. So incorporating head, you have a slight turn with the arm, and I'll show it to you from the front. So if I'm coming from the front, you'll see a turn with the palm and then it comes back, a turn with the palm and then it comes back. So it's like those two things are on a levy system together, and when you pull it, it all changes. Yeah, so that's arabesque position, and if you want to practice it in your tendus, you can have your one hand on the bar, and as you go out, your arm and your foot work in that position together. Okay? Great, have fun.